You don't need a passport to cook internationally. You just need to know how flavors work and how different cultures put things together. Today we're cooking American Pancit. We're going to use the Filipino noodles, but we're going to use what we have on hand in our cupboard and our refrigerator. You're going to like this. This is a new way of doing things. This is a new experience, not the same old boring meal you're used to. We're going to use different ingredients in a different way with different techniques. Let me get everything cut up and we'll come back and show you how to do this. Let me interrupt this video to tell you that I learned a lot about Filipino culture. I'll save this till the end of the story. Keep watching and I'll see you then. You're going to like this. This is great. Here's our ingredients. Not traditional ingredients, but these are for American home and American taste. We'll do maybe a Pancit recipe in a future video, but this is real food, spend less version, cooking what you have in the house. All right, we're going to start out. We have 2 slices of bacon. We have tofu. We have pepper and granulated garlic. We would use fresh garlic cloves, but I don't have any. Chicken base, mushrooms, green onions, frozen green beans, some shrimp, eggplant, yellow squash, green peppers, green cabbage, soy sauce, sesame seed oil, fish oil, and oyster sauce. More about those later. Let's prep all this up, get this cut, and we'll get to cooking. All right, we have everything cut up. We have everything prepped. All we gotta do now is put everything together. Let me know in the comment section if you'd like to see me cut things up, or if that's not important, or if you'd like to see me cut things up and just run it through real fast to show you technique and show you how I cut things up. But let me know. In the meantime, let's get to cooking. We're going to turn our stove on. Let the pan get hot. Normally, I'd be using a wok. I don't have a wok. Most kitchens don't have one either. So, we're going to use what we have on hand. Large pan. Let's cook. First, we're going to throw our bacon in. Also, those of you who are Filipino out there, if I'm doing this wrong, let me know. If I'm pronouncing Pancit wrong, let me know. Let me know how you do things better and help us out here. We're not trying to take anybody's culture. We're trying to adapt it and use it for the American way. Pull our bacon out. This is a very different technique you're used to. You're going to like this. All right, let's pull the bacon out here, get them all out so none of them burn. We'll keep the pan very hot. That's the advantage of a wok. All right, now we have going in cabbage. Have going in our yellow squash, our mushrooms, our eggplant, green peppers, green beans. We'll save our tofu a little later. Tofu sauce will break up. You want to toss this around. Just this wilted down. As a single father, we used to do this all the time. I guess you could, but you have stuff everywhere. Alright. Everything's looking good. Everything's coming together good. Let's put our green onion tops in there. We want to save the bottom for garnish. Once again, you'll notice everything is cut in larger pieces so you can pick them up with a chopstick. Squash. Now, you don't have to do that. That's the way I do it. In case we don't use chopsticks. I'm not the best in the world, but I manage. Wife's a lot better than I am. We've got the bacon cooked off. Normally you would use sausage or chicken or some kind of steak. We're doing it this way, and we're doing the American way, what you have in the kitchen. We'll let this cook down. We're going to add our spices to it, our seasoning. This is going to make enough food for about 3 people. Once we put the pancit in there and mix it together. Everything over here comes together in stages. We cook the meats first, we take them off the pan. We cook the vegetables first, we take them off the pan. Next we'll put the pancit noodles in there and we'll cook them down. Then we'll add everything back together again and be ready to serve. It's a great dish, it's easy to use stuff up, and you'll like this. Put this into your weekly meal plan. Do this at least once a week. We do. So let's check this, see how it is. Getting a good flavor chart on there. Alright. Now we're going to bring this out and dump this into another pot. Let's turn our fire off a second. Dump this into a pot. Well, they got quiet. There's all the ingredients out. Now our vegetables are cooked. They're off the pot. The meat is cooked. It's off the pot. We haven't put in the shrimp yet or the tofu. We'll put those in very last minute. Any kind of seafood. Seafood cooks very fast. If you overcook seafood, it gets rubbery. What we're going to do now is we're going to make the sauce for the pancit. Start off with 1 cup of water. Start off with 2 cups of water. We're going to do roughly a tablespoon of oyster sauce. Very potent stuff. Oyster sauce is made through fermented fish or oysters. Some of them as long as 10 years. Soy sauce. We're going to add some oyster sauce. And we're going to add a little bit of sesame oil. Meantime, let's turn our pan back on. Sesame oil you don't ever want to cook with just for a seasoning. It's a very, very strong seasoning, but if you try to cook with it, it will burn. And it has a horrible taste once it's burned. Trust me. Back to our sauce. Mix this up, turn the pan back on. Add our chicken base, put that in there. And mix this all up. This goes in the pan. Once this comes to a boil, we'll add our pancit noodles. Make sure it's stirred up real good. Some people add cornstarch to thicken it up. I'm not going to do that. Get a little too thick, a little too pasty. These noodles are fun. As I was pulling them out, putting them like this, they were breaking and going everywhere. You'll enjoy these. Put these in there. Now the goal is these soak up all the water, all the moisture in the pan. Doesn't take long. If you overcook them, they'll get mushy and they'll get hard. You want to cook these until most of the water is evaporated. Because what happens, the noodles, as they're hard when they went in, they soak up all the juice. And then so we're not cooking the noodles in water, we're cooking the noodles in sauce and they absorb the sauce. See how they cook down? Italian noodles and American noodles are all made out of the same ingredient. They're all made of flour. Oriental noodles can be made of wheat, can be made of soybean, can be made of all kind of things. Rice. These right here are Pancit, Canton, which are made of wheat noodles. They're like little sticks, but they're very delicious. I hope you try this. Very different, very filling, and it's not the same old stuff every night. You can change up. So instead of cooking the same thing all the time, try some Pancit. Mix different things with it. As you can tell, almost all the liquid's gone. Now we're going to add our tofu, and we're going to add our shrimp. Pro tip, if you want the shrimp to look like you've got more, slice them down the middle or cut them up. We're going to keep them whole. See what they look like. Look at this though. You want the shrimp to turn pink and translucent. You don't want them to cook for a long time. But like I said, they will become rubbery. All that sauce we added, sauce soaked up in the noodles. As you can tell, there's no sauce left. We had 2 cups of sauce in there, and it's almost all gone. We're going to turn the fire off now. Let the carryover take care of it, and cook these shrimp and tofu. Tofu is an interesting piece of food also. What it's made of is soybean, compressed soybean, and it will take on any flavor you pair it with. Very, very high in protein, very, very high in flavor. All right, shrimp are done. Shrimp are how you want them. Tofu. We have a little bigger pot. We're going to introduce the Pancit noodles back into it. We're going to add in our vegetables. And we're going to add in our bacon. That's it. Mix these up. Toss this around. And this is ready to serve. Now last but not least, we add in our green onion tops and mix those in there. And that, my friend, is American Pancit. What do you think? Is it something you could do yourself? I bet you could do this at home, have a totally different flavor profile, something else that's different. And all you Filipinos, people out there, let me know if I did something wrong, if I pronounced something wrong, or how you would do it better. And we'll come back, we'll try this. Today we made Pancit. Not the Filipino version, we used the Pancit noodles and made the American version. Using what you have on hand, using the real food, spend less mantra. What we have in here, we have eggplant in here. Oh, that's good. We have shrimp, we have bacon, squash, green beans, scallions, and a whole bunch of other things. But you can put anything you want to in there. If you don't have this, put what you want to in there. We want to introduce a technique as to how to cook the noodles. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you'll try this. If you do try this, let me know. Very good stuff. Very different taste profiles. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you want to see anything else, let me know. Stay tuned, and we'll do more interesting entrees and how to save money and how to save your budget on real food. Spend less. I'll see you next time. You take care. Bye. After filming this video, I took it to a client of mine, husband and wife, who own a Filipino restaurant. I wanted to get their opinion and make sure I had the culture straight and everything was good. After watching the film, they were shocked. They were too polite to say anything, but their mother, who watched it also, hit me in the head with a wooden spoon. And she told me, Filipinos do not use chopsticks. We were cultivated by the Spanish. We use fork, knife, and spoon. Now I know, so before you fire up in the comment section, I know I've got the knowledge and I've got the not to prove it. So I'll see you next time on Real Food, Spend Less. Take care. Bye.